Hello YouTube, Cam in here. Today I went to the landfill again, so now I'm gonna show what I found. I got some really cool stuff, yay! First, there's this. Awesome, right? Would have been. Yeah, that's sad, I know. I only took it with me to show, mainly. Would have been so awesome, cobalt blue and all that. I mean, from this angle, it does sort of look whole. Like this. Beautiful. No brand marks on it or anything. One cool thing about it is it has like this pattern on this side, but on this side it's smooth. Almost like it would have had a paper label on it or something. Okay, next item. This is tiny. I'm surprised it made it home because it was in my pocket. Is this. It's a little piece of jewelry. It's like a pin. Look at that. It's a flower. And in the center, that's glass, I'm guessing. Probably not a real stone. Like crystal or anything. But that's really cool. Yep, beautiful. No mark on the back, but you can see where the pin would have been. There's no visible mark. It's not good enough condition for that. But that is so cool, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, next item is this shovel. I know you wouldn't expect this to be old, probably, but I think it is. There's a beach on the side of the hill, and that beach, well, I'm not sure, I've mentioned this in the past, but it's not actually a landfill. The landfill was across the street, as it turns out. The place where I dig used to be a place where people lived on top of the hill. And before that, it was like a sort of like resort kind of, place. Whoa. And that beach was used by people for swimming for a very, very long time, like over 100 years. So this could be old. It has like a wooden pattern. It says made in USA, and then it says Vera Toys, New York City. Well, it says NYC on the inside, so I'm gonna look that up. I hope it's old. Okay, next item is this. I found it with the lid, but that's gone because I couldn't get the dirt out without removing the lid, and the lid broke when I was trying to get it off. Okay, let me see if I can get my camera to focus. Isn't that cool? Green depression glass. This one actually has a mark on the bottom. Hazel Atlas is what that mark means. Yep, and it has some numbers. Including 46, which could be the year. Pretty cool. It's like some sort of shaker, I'm guessing, based on the lid it had, the tiny holes in it. So it must have been the shaker. Then there's this, which does have the lid. It's a smoke glass jar. What interests me is what's on the bottom. Can you read that to you? It says, I'll be right back once I can read it. It says Menley James, New York, London. And it also says made in USA in the center. Yep. And now I'll show, oops, I just kicked the box. Okay, now I'll show the lid, it's blank. Okay, then there's this. I think I know what it is because I have something with a lid that says Colgate cream deodorant on it. The one in my room, which I'll show now. Okay, I checked and I'm 100% sure it's the same thing because here's the jar I dug. And then here's the cream deodorant. Yep, and there's the lid. You can see the words, Colgate cream deodorant. And as to if it's the same product, I'll know as soon as I look at one in my room a second time and compare them. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Yep, this one has the lid too. It's a rusty lid, but it still screws on and off, so I'm gonna leave it. Here it is. It still screws on and off fine, so I'm gonna keep it for now. Okay, then there's this fuse. Another one of these. It says Pyrex. Wow, I did not expect that. Pyrex Major USA. Pyrex, I was not expecting that. Wow, I didn't know they made those. I guess since they're a glass company, I guess it makes sense. Some sense. Anyway. Okay, then this mug, blank. I'm just gonna use it for storing stuff or making a candle. I'm not sure which. Okay, then it says it's embossed, debossed, made in USA on the bottom, missing the handle. Otherwise I would keep it for my collection or just for use. Then there's this Noxema jar. I don't think I have one of this shade of blue. I know I do have a darker blue one, so I'll probably only keep one of them for myself. There's this fuse. I believe that the kinds with the black instead of the glass are older. It says bus 125V on one side and 115A on the other. And on the bottom it says electricity safety valve. Oh, it's not a fuse. Electricity safety valve. Either that or it has something built into it. It's an electricity safety valve. Okay, interesting. Maybe that's just another name for a fuse now that I think of it. Next item is this. Pretty cool bottle. Sadly, it does not have design patent. It says design patent pending. As you can see, it had the lid on it, and it did have a bit of the label left, but not enough to be of interest. Okay, next item is this. If you watch my videos, you'll know how many of these I found. I know I found at least 7 of these in the past, all with the lids. They're cobalt blue. This one's darker because it has like some sort of black stuff in it. They all have lids, and I've found at least 7 of them. All cobalt blue. I have no idea what they are. If you know, I would love to know. You can tell me in the comments. Here's what the lid looks like in case you haven't seen. Then here's another one. Bit cleaner. A lot cleaner actually. With the lid. Okay. And this, I've actually found one of these before a long time ago. Probably most of you haven't seen it before. It was so long ago. It's a nail polish. It's from 1920s, I remember it. Oh, it has a bruise on the bottom. I didn't even notice before. But I do think I assume it was there before. So I didn't look at it that closely. So it has a design patent on it. I'm probably not going to keep that because of the bruise. But I might, because you can't see the bruise when it's right side up. I'll consider keeping it. Plus it has the dirt stuck inside. I might not keep it. There's this cool figurine of a guy like blowing... Actually, what is he doing? I just realized he's not blowing a horn, because if he was blowing a horn, he wouldn't be sticking his hand in one end of it. What is that? What is he holding? See if I can figure it out. He has one end in his mouth, and he stuck his hand in the other end. And he has like a big mouth. What is that? If any of you guys know, please tell me. What is he holding? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What the heck is that? Okay, I'll let you guys know if I figure it out, but he's sitting on something, which says Japan on it. And that's like a little symbol. Yep, and he's hollow. Don't know what that is though. Please let me know if you figure it out. I'm just like, what? First I thought it was an instrument, but then I realized as I was filming, his hand's stuck in it. So it can't be an instrument. Or it can be, but not likely. So what the heck is that? Let me know if you know. Bye. Actually, no, not bye. Why did I say bye? There's a few more items. There's this light bulb. I'm pretty sure it's 1940s, but I found one before that said that was 1940s that looks like this. It's a Mazda. This is the brand, General Electric. Then there's this little blue bottle. I found one of these before actually at the same spot of the dump. But this dump is probably like if you walked in a circle around the dump, which is a whole hill. If you walked along every single spot that has bottles, it would be at least 3 miles. But they're very sparse in most areas. In most areas, it's not very densely packed. The main spot I go to, like where I went today, is much more densely packed than most of the dump. Like most of the area is just like you find a bottle every like. When I first started going there, every like 100 feet you might find a bottle. Sometimes good, sometimes not. But now I have to do digging in order to find stuff. So I go to more dense spots, which are not on the surface. And I almost never find stuff on the surface anymore. You know, I used to find stuff on the surface all the time. Not anymore. It's starting to be lower on stuff, of course. It's not as, even though as you know by the amount of videos I've done of this place, it's so much bottles. Okay, let's get back to the item. I got a bit off topic. Here it is. But what's different about this one compared to the other one is but it's definitely the exact same bottle. This. Yep. Like a dropper. There's a hole on this end. And there's the top. It's glass. Okay, next item. This is just a pen cap. Shame it doesn't have the bottom. But here it is. See if I can get it to focus. It has a cool like design, color. Yep. It says something on it, but it's broken off. I can see EAR. WEAR. Yep. There it is. Okay, next is this radio tube. I'm sorry, I need to be more focused. I'm gonna cut out the boring stuff. It says Philco. The name sounds familiar, but I know I haven't dug one of these radio tubes before. I think they made radios. Yeah, I'm 100% sure they made the radios. And then this, it's broken, but I'm just like, so first I saw this, assumed must be an orange juicer, or a lemon juicer, which I still think it is, but you know what makes it extra special? This, it has a face, ears, all that. Surprised me, I didn't notice until I got home that it had a face, not until I started washing it. Till then I just thought it was part of a lemon juicer and I was gonna use it for sculpting. Now I might actually keep it for display, but I'm probably gonna like make a sculpture of a body for it, which if I do, I'll show. Okay, you know what? Someday I'll show some of my sculptures. I'll try to remember to do that once I have a bunch of them built up that I haven't given away. Okay, there we go. Then there's this cool can. It's only cool because it's not rusty, and I'm gonna use a magic eraser on it, so it will be actually a bit cleaner. If it's an extreme amount cleaner, I'll show you it now. If there's nothing edited in there, that's because it didn't get much cleaner. What makes it interesting is it's not rusty at all. It's like aluminum or something. But I'm sure it's old. There's the area where I dug it up. All the stuff is at the newest 1950s. And yes, I did unroll. It's like a sardines can or something. It says Norway on the bottom. But here it says in like, I'm assuming is Norwegian. I think that's the language they speak. Or is that just their, oh, whatever. And here it says Norway. And here it has a B on it. Yep, and there's the inside. And yes, I did unroll this to see if it had any writing on it. I didn't unroll it all the way, but I saw it has no writing visible on it, unfortunately. So I just rolled it back up, which fortunately didn't break when I did that. But yep, what I'm gonna do with this is probably art, depending on how much better I can clean it off. Otherwise, I'm not sure. Make a good instrument. No, I'm kidding. Okay, I won't use it as an instrument. I don't even do music. This is interesting. It's very beat up, so I'm not going to probably keep it for my almost definitely I'm going to use it for sculpting. It's this. It has like, it's like this gold-plated metal thing, like box. And it has an eminent diamond here. It says made in Japan. Then you can see it's very beat up. But look, it has like playing card symbols on it. And you can see the handle is a heart. Not sure if you can see that. Yep. It has that handle again on this side with playing cards too. See here, there's more playing cards. Yep. Probably 1920s, I guess. Don't know what kind of container this was. I think it would have been like a dispenser of some sort based on how this pushes up. You can see it would have some sort of mechanics in here or something. I didn't find the rest of it, but yeah. Pretty interesting. I'm bringing it to show my parents and do some research, but I'm definitely not keeping that for my collection. Unless I find something really amazing about it. Then there's this. I'm saving I'm saving my first find for last, which is the strangest, not because of what it is, but because of where I found it. Which was not at the landfill, technically. There's this plain mason jar lid. I'm not going to keep it up for my collection. I'm going to find some sort of use for it, probably. Maybe like find a jar that it fits on. Then, this. Part of an old phone. Guessing 1930s. I've not researched it yet. But what makes it special is where I found it. I didn't find it at the dump. I found it on the beach. That's the part that's under the dump. And yes, you might think it fell down from the dump. I don't think so. I think it might have, but I'm not sure because it had like algae on it. I think it was algae. Could have been some other plant that looks like algae, like moss or something. But I could be wrong. But that's probably I'm guessing at the newest 1940s, based on it's very weighty and based on the style. But you can see here it says Western, and then Actually, you can't see. Western and then an E, and then it says made in, and then you can see G something, G1 something.
And it's from the 1930s. I researched it now.
So I'm gonna look that up, see if I can find anything about it. If not, then, well, not. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna use it for sculpting. Or actually, I could hang it up like this or something. I'm not sure yet what I'm gonna do with it. Okay, and let me just make sure. Yep, that's all. Hope you enjoyed. Arm for the blurbers! Yay! Hello, YouTube cat. Hello, YouTube Catman here. As you'll see at the end, I messed up a lot of times on this intro, so yeah, that will be at the end. Okay, so full blood up. Okay, and that's all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Bye.